From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, it's Sunday afternoon. We're kind of getting into the second half of the day and kind of starting to wrap up that weekend a bit. We're seeing a few clouds out in the Redding area. You can see right here a shot. We're also looking off in the distance here, a little bit of haze. If you look up north toward Mount Shasta, unfortunately, you can't even see the mountain. So we're seeing a lot of the haze and smoke up into Siskiyou County, unfortunately, this morning, and most likely even through the afternoon. The clouds may be a little bit on the increase here, but overall, it's going to be dry for the valley. Another warm day, but temperatures are on the decrease. We're still seeing the chance for more mountain showers and thunderstorms, and I think it's mainly the main focus today will be in the eastern mountains. I mean, there's a slim chance that Trinity County may see a little bit of activity, but I think most of it will be in Lassen County, Plumas County, maybe some of the mountains of Shasta and Tehama counties, and not to mention into Modoc and even Siskiyou County could see some activity as well. Temperature-wise, we're seeing a big drop, especially toward the middle and latter part of next week, and we're looking at the potential for some more activity here for next week for some of the mountains as well. We'll get into that in a little bit more detail in a second, but let's take a look at that smoke forecast. Here we are at noon. You're still seeing a lot of that haze, especially off into Siskiyou County and not to mention Modoc County. It backs off, it clears out a little bit as we take you into the afternoon and evening, but we've got another plume of smoke heading eastward as we take you into Monday morning. So more of that haze off into into Siskiyou County. And of course, heavier smoke as you head off into western Siskiyou County. And it doesn't really clear out a whole lot by the noon hour tomorrow. So still that haze and smoke out in the Siskiyou County area in particular. Here's what it looks like for the rest of the day today. You've got mainly sunny skies for the valley. It's cooling off a bit, but still right around 90 for those daytime highs in the valley. And for the mountains, what you'll see here is that we do have the chance for showers and thunderstorms in the higher elevations in Siskiyou County. And I think Susanville, Bernie may see some activity as well, but Paradise most likely looking at those dry conditions. Now, let's take a look at the satellite image here. You can see a storm kind of pushing up to our north, but it's not really doing anything for us. This kind of little band of clouds will kind of break apart and really not have much of an impact on us. Still tracking an area of low pressure that's off to our south and west. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail, but let's get you through the rest of the day today and even into next week. So here we are today at about 2 p.m. We're beginning to see some activity coming in from the south, entering Plumas County. But at this point, still fairly dry for most of us in the mountains. We take you into about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now it's Plumas County, but there you can start to see some of the pop-ups in the mountains here, especially off to the east of the valley, but even Siskiyou County, starting to see some activity here. What you'll notice here is Trinity County is not seeing much activity. Not as much of a focus there today, but we still can't rule out a stray shower or maybe even a thunderstorm in Trinity County this afternoon, but Futurecast really not picking up on much activity there. Still at 6 p.m. this evening, we're still seeing the activity off to the east here, and it looks like by tonight at 10 o'clock, it begins to dry out. Now, I think Monday will be a bit more active across the board because as we go into 2 p.m., we're seeing the thunderstorms popping up, already getting fairly active, even out into Trinity County. Let's take it about 4 p.m. There it is, the mountains. And we're seeing some pretty strong thunderstorms being picked up on Futurecast. So we'll have to watch for that potential for some stronger thunderstorms as we go into Monday afternoon and Monday evening. There's Monday at 6 p.m., some heavier rainfall in northern Lassen County into the Modoc County, but things start to kind of dry out for Siskiyou and not to mention Trinity County as well. Then by Monday night, it's all pretty much gone. Now this is interesting because it was looking like Tuesday and Wednesday we're getting a bit of a break. And for the most part, I think we will. But still seeing the potential on Tuesday for maybe in Lassen and even Plumas counties to maybe see some shower and thunderstorm activity on Tuesday, which will then extend into the next chance for showers going into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So here's the overall pattern I've been kind of talking to you about over the last several days. This is the area of low pressure, by the way, that's helping to create the instability for the showers and thunderstorms that we saw yesterday. We'll see again today and even into tomorrow. That will then shift to the south and then to the east, right, as we go through next week. We've got a pocket of cooler air coming down. Now, this is something I've been talking about. The overall positioning of this low pressure system is key to our forecast for next week. We were seeing a lot of divergence early on between the European and the American forecast model. Now, they're both in pretty good alignment that on Thursday, it will, for the most part, be on top of at least eastern California, eastern northern California. Now, again, that's significant. If it was a little bit more to the west, then I think everyone in the mountains, including the coast, would be looking at a chance for showers and maybe even parts of the valley on Thursday. You've shifted a little bit more to the east, then of course the chances on the west side here are much slimmer. So as it stands right now, I'm seeing a lot more consistency in the potential for most of the activity in the eastern mountains on Thursday. But across the board, this pattern will give us significantly cooler weather here as we get into the middle and latter part of next week. So we'll watch for that, see how that shifts off to the east, but then we've got this coming in. Now, we do have some instability that will be here by Sunday morning that could bring some activity for the coast as we go into Sunday, but the main area of low pressure is here. That will eventually shift to the east to our north over the Pacific Northwest, but just clipping us. But that will give us cooler temperatures and the potential for some more wet weather in the longer range. So here we are on Wednesday. You can see most of the activity is to the north and east. It's getting pretty aggressive coming into the valley, but I don't think the valley will see rain at this point on Wednesday. Then you can see on Thursday, see where the bulk of it is? Off into the eastern mountains here. So I think that's where most of it will be. I don't anticipate anything for Trinity County. And for the most part, I don't anticipate anything for Siskiyou County either. Then we go into the end of next week. Around Friday, it dries out. But look at this. As we go into Sunday morning, we can see a line of showers hit the north coast. Kind of interesting there. Then it kind of backs off after that. But you get the idea. We're starting to see some changes here. And by the way, first day of fall, we transition from summer to fall on Friday night. First full day of fall will be next Saturday. So we're beginning to feel more like fall as we kind of get into the official season. But there you can see temperatures dropping. And really overall, I mean, we're going to be kind of tweaking these numbers as we get closer to the end of next week. But what we can really look forward to are temperatures kind of hovering around that 80-degree mark, give or take. That's at least 10, if not 12 or 13 degrees below normal for this time of the year. So here's what it looks like for today. Dry conditions in the valley, temperatures around 90. Best chances for showers and thunderstorms today will be off in the eastern mountains and even parts of Siskiyou County. As you head to the west into Trinity County, much slimmer chances than what we saw yesterday. Now we look at our forecast, our 7-day forecast across the board here. What we've got here for Mount Shasta, Alturas, and Susanville. Chances for showers and thunderstorms at least through Monday. Now, it looks like for Mount Shasta City, I have included a chance for you on Thursday with that activity, but the chances are going to be slimmer than, say, Alturas, and even slimmer than Susanville. Now, you can see for Susanville, I do have that chance, slight chance on Tuesday. Better chances come Wednesday, Thursday. Then by Friday into at least the first half of the weekend, it looks like it dries out again. Here's a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley. I've got dry conditions for you for the next 7 days, but temperatures really starting to drop, especially by Thursday with highs around 80 for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.